Well, hello, IVY 120 class. I'm your instructor, Keith Klein, and I want to take you through some things that you need to know about the new student seminar class. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be something that I think you'll enjoy, and most certainly it will be a class that will help you immensely, not only in this class, but in your English classes and your writing classes from this point on. Number one, you need to know this. This is the only class you may ever take in college that is about you. There aren't any right answers or wrong answers in this class. They're your answers. And so you're going to be writing a lot of papers, roughly 8 papers a week, 1 page. But the papers are not research papers and they're not in-depth. It's stuff that is going to be about you based on some exercises you're going to be doing. And so it's not rocket science work. It's pretty easy to do. It's just doing it. And those papers you do will help you immensely because you're going to be improving your writing abilities and skills. This is not an English class, so we're not going to get too picky about grammar and spelling. I will tell you when it's really bad and when it needs some more work. And I will tell you sometimes that if you wrote this same paper for an English class, they'd kill you. And you need to know that. But overall, you're going to do a lot of writing and you're going to get better. So let's take a look at the tabs in the course. There's an announcement tab in Blackboard. Make sure that you are viewing all announcements so that you'll see everything that's been posted. There's a syllabus tab that will take you through everything that's going to happen in this class. There is a class sessions tab which shows you the kinds of things that happen within each class. There's a resources tab. Discussions don't happen in the face-to-face class, but they will be happening in the online class, so it's important that you pay attention to that. It's the way in the online class we take attendance, and there will be times when you will be instructed to respond to something that another student has posted in the discussion board, so make sure you pay attention to that and follow it carefully. My grades may not show up anything. There's another place where I'll keep you posted on what your grades are in the class. The instructor shows you Chubby Friendly Me and how to contact me, and my picture's there, and that's about me. Assignments. We'll take you through the kinds of things you have to do on a per assignment basis. Final project is worth 30% of the grade in this class. Look at it, get familiar with it. You need to know what's there, and you're going to have to hit the ground running on that. Textbook, nothing there right now. From time to time we might post something there, but nothing there at the moment. Exams, all of the exams in the class are posted. You probably won't see much there right now except for an exam that might be available right off the get-go, and it'll tell you when an exam is posted, when it will become available to you. There's an exam schedule that you can read and know when an exam becomes available and when it ends being available. Be familiar with that because there are a fair amount of exams. I do PowerPoints in the face-to-face class. For the online class, there are PowerPoints that go with each chapter, and you'll be able to see those after that chapter has been done for you. And then instructor videos are there, and that's where we will place these videos that you're seeing right now. And there'll be a new video there about once a week, and we'll talk about how you're doing and the kinds of things that you're doing well and the things you're not doing so well, etc. There's a label there called Money Saving Tips. That'll come later in the semester, and we'll explain what that's all about. What you need to know right now. Right off the get-go, there's a scavenger hunt, and you'll get the instructions on that. That's all posted. You want to pay attention to that. If you're in the online class, the face-to-face class will hand them to you. You want to be familiar with the Service Learning Project. You want to know what that is. You want to know what the rules are, and you need to be thinking now where you're going to go for that Service Learning Project. Do pay attention. It's worth 4, count them, 4 regular grades. So if you get a 89 or a 95 on it, that'll be entered in your grade book 4 times. It's worth 4 times any other assignment in this class. Attendance is important. You have to attend. In the online class, you do that by the discussion board. If you don't check in the time prescribed, then you're listed as absent. And if you miss it by 24 hours or more, you're absent. And if you miss it within 24 hours, you're counted as tardy. Understand what the rules are on attendance. Make sure your papers are turned in on time. Make sure you follow the directions on how to label your papers. Your papers are to be 1 page. If you wax eloquent, I'll take a page and a third, but don't do that. Don't do what you don't have to do. 1 page, double spaced, 12-point type. Don't make a really big header for yourself, little small header up top where you have your name, the date, and what the assignment is, and then go right into your paper. What you're essentially going to do is you're going to do what's called a try it. You're going to find out something about yourself from doing the try it, and then you're going to write a reflection paper which essentially says, when I did that try it, I found out this about myself, and I didn't know that or this or something, and this is what I think I've learned, etc., etc. And you just tell us what you're doing in that respect. You'll be reading The Glass Castle. The assignment says answer 1 or 2 of the questions that are listed there. Sometimes there's 16, 20 questions. I don't know about you, but when I was in college, if they gave me a choice between 1 or 2, I took 1. It says 1 or 2. Don't do more than you have to do. 1 is sufficient. And then at the end of each chapter in the book, there's something called the case of, so something like the case of Sleepless in Seattle. You're going to read that, and you're going to make a reflection paper on the case of at the end of each chapter. There would be a special exercise called Jerry's Day. It has to do with time management. That's loaded for you on Blackboard, and face-to-face class will talk more about that. And the final project, the career project, you'll want to cast around in there, see what's there. You're going to actually copy that into a Word document, and you're going to answer it, and that means that as you put an answer in, the paper's going to get longer and longer and longer. And when it gets longer, then you're going to submit that final product as an attachment to what you send to me. That's how it's going to be turned in. Your instructions are type it in a different looking font and a different color, so type it in blue or something like that, or red, so I can tell what is yours and what is mine. What else? Any questions? Call me. You have my contact information. Call me and let me know what it is you're interested in. One more time. This is a class about you. Enjoy it. Yes, you're going to write a lot of papers, but you know what? 1 page, that's not a killer. And so 7 or 8 one-page papers a week, you can do it. A lot of other people have done it, and you are going to be so much better in everything, not only in your own personal life, but in your college, for having taken this class. It's unbelievable. Enjoy, and we'll talk to you each week like this. We'll talk to you later. Have a great weekend, and looking forward to having you in this class.